Okay, here's a summary of binomial expansion. Binomial means you have a two-term thing right here, and taking it to the nth power is easy if it's squared, doable if it's cubed, and pretty sucky if it's higher than n equals 3. So what's going to happen is we're going to have a times b for each term in the expansion, and then we're going to talk about how we determine the exponents on a and b, and then how we determine these coefficients on each term. It's a little arbitrary or weird if we don't know what n is, but essentially in the first term, the a part has all the whatever n is. It has the whole thing, and the b has nothing. It's b to the 0. Technically, b to the 0 equals 1, so that's not usually shown in your answer. Then when I go to the next term, this is a to the n minus 1, and these are the power on a is going to go down by 1 for each term, and that power on b is going to go up by 1 until I get to the end here and I have a with nothing and b has everything. The coefficients on each term will come from the appropriate row in Pascal's triangle. Oops, L, sorry, spelled that wrong. Okay, here's an example, a plus b cubed. I have a fill in the blank for each coefficient in the answer, and I have an a and a b. And so this is kind of the pattern that we fill in. N is 3, so here, this a gets 3, b gets none. Notice 3 plus 0 equals 3. Then here, a gets 2, 3 down to 2, and then b gets 1. 2 plus 1 again equals 3. My third term, a went from 3 to 2. Now a has 1, b has 2. And in my last one, a has 0 and b has all 3. Again, I know that a to the 0 equals 1 and b to the 0 equals 1, so we're not going to show that in our final answer. Just look at the a's. The power is 3, then it's 2, then it's 1, then 0, and then flip that for the second term. B is to the 0, then first power, second power, third power. Okay, coefficients. If n equals 3, then we're going to go to that appropriate row in Pascal's triangle. Ta-da! If n equals 0, I have this row. If n equals 1, this row. If it's squared, these are the coefficients. If it's cubed, these are the coefficients. So if n equals 3, which mine does, my coefficients will be 1, 3, 3, 1. So come back to my little deal here, and I just plug in 1, 3, 3, 1. And if I simplify that, then I have a cubed plus 3 a squared b plus 3 ab squared plus 1 times b cubed, which is just b cubed. And that's your answer.